Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, TMG family. This is in respective to wherever you're watching us, within or outside Kenya. We feel you and we can see the love from the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscriptions.
Wow.
We don't take that for granted, right?
True.
And before the 5th episode, let's get to the 500 subscribers. You see what I did there? 5. Right. So today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic, things we were never ready for or we were not told about. And I'll be hosting this together with my beautiful co-host. My good name is Wanjiru Mangi. I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves and they will come to the show. So take it away.
Thank you. Hi guys, my name is Wamboi Gashani. I welcome you all to our third episode. I hope mnaendelea poa. Thank you for watching our 2 videos. Thank you for sharing, for the subscription. Thank you so much. Today we are going to talk about things we are all not ready for. So stay tuned as we learn and as we share more about this topic. Over to my co-host here.
Thank you so much. My name is Jerry Geshure. Super excited to be here. Happy to interact with you guys. Super ready for your support. We appreciate you. 120 subscribers. We really appreciate. Thank you for the love on the social medias. Follow, like, share, subscribe, and click the notification button because we are here to sit and indulge with you. Karibuni guys. Welcome.
Interesting to catch up with the 3 of us.
True.
I think it's very nice. It's quite a moment before we met, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear, how do you feel about this topic today? Even before we start, how do you feel about it?
Well, things we are all not ready for. I think for me this topic is about what we expected versus the reality.
Yes,
like
for
things
sure.
we hoped zingekuwa, but in reality, like
They don't turn out to be what we
so it's
expected.
expectation versus the reality.
Exactly.
Kitu kama hiyo.
Yes.
And for me, things I was not ready for, or things I did not know while growing up. I expected life to be in a certain way. Now I'm thinking, gosh, I thought I'll be a doctor by 30. I thought I'll be this
Yes,
by now. I'm
yes.
not.
Yeah.
And it is so broad for the things
Yes.
I was not ready for.
Yeah.
From lifestyle to career to finances to friends, you
Yes,
know,
yes.
to everything to where I live,
To family expectations.
Yes,
It's
yes,
a broad
yes.
angle that
I
you're
know,
looking at.
and the list is longer and longer.
Yes.
And for me today, I'm ready to hear about what we were not ready for.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we've met when we are adults.
Oh,
Not by
definitely.
expectation when we were young.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear. So, yeah.
And for
take it away.
myself, I'm thinking at it in this angle.
Yes.
This is a dream, and now you are living it.
Yeah.
That is what things I was not ready for stands out for me.
Wow.
It's a dream, but now you're living it.
You're living the dream.
And
Interesting.
majorly, I think our major focus will be on expectation, as she has just mentioned, and reality.
Yeah.
You know, when you are young, you always dreamt of life being so smooth.
True.
Like transitioning will be very smooth.
Soft
There'll
landing, you say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Soft life.
By the time I'm done with high school, maybe I'm 18 years, enrolled to campus 4 years. I start, maybe I get a job,
Yeah.
then I get married. So by 28, I'll be having my first kid.
Yeah, you are,
A car.
Yeah.
A house.
and you're happy ever after begins,
Oh,
like
Lord.
so smooth. But it doesn't turn out to be like that sometimes.
True.
Maybe due to experiences, the challenges. You see, and then it reaches a time between that expectation time and reality, some anxiety kicks in,
Yeah,
and you
true.
start feeling like a failure.
Yeah.
How do you think that should be for you? Were those things that you are ready for?
No. Those things we were not ready for. And the fact that you've mentioned about feeling like you failed is something that so many people are feeling nowadays.
Yes.
And you're feeling left out.
Yes.
So you're looking at your friends, maybe you went to school together, or even people you grew up together with.
Yes.
They are in a certain position in their life. Some are married.
Yes.
Some are in a very flourishing career, like they are living the dream.
For sure.
They got the dream job they were looking for.
Yes.
They got the husband. They were
Yeah. The husband of my dreams.
the husband of the wife of my youth.
Oh yes.
And they have kids. Their
Yes.
families are living. They're staying in really nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
And sometimes you look at things and you're like, wow,
Where
where did I go wrong?
I know, but again, we also give the room that life doesn't happen. It's not growth is not linear.
True,
That is it. And then also we don't have there's no manual for adulthood. You
Yeah,
have
there's
just
no
to
manual.
to keep doing life.
Yeah.
And also, I think another thing for me that I was never ready for, and I didn't expect that it would turn out that way, is in terms of the career pressures and expectations.
And especially when we look at the career, when I was growing up, especially me as Njeri Geshure, I really wanted to be a news anchor. You know,
Oh, interesting.
Muli pale.
Yeah.
Because
Tuligishuru.
I wanted to be a news anchor.
Yes.
And I think I'm living the dream now.
Actually.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Clearly.
And I wanted, and today, if I look at what I'm doing today and what I really wanted to be, are two different things.
Yes.
And for me, the career path and the place where I wanted to be and where I am right now are two different places.
For sure.
But you know something I've learned about adulting or something I've learned about career and everything, there's no late time.
Yes.
You can be anything you want.
Yes.
Regardless.
Success has no limitations.
True. Yeah. So that is something I would say in terms of career. Sometimes you wanted to be this and you're doing something completely different.
Yes.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. Actually, for me, I also wanted to be a surgeon.
Wow. Dr. Wamboi.
Yeah.
Dr. Wamboi Gashani.
But right now, I ventured into the agriculture sector.
Yes.
So, surgeon in agriculture.
Hata hazipatani.
You are the doctor of the agriculture now. You're a doctor there now.
But I can't regret. I can't regret because each career is
it's a learning experience. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I think at Mimi, there's this particular instance. I think I have shared even with both of you.
Yes.
There's this time, even after maybe that you would be living the dream and do the career that you want.
Yeah.
But it turns out that is not what you're practicing in life.
Exactly.
You might actually be the neurosurgeon that you ever wish to be, but you find that even after the learning process, that is not what you will practice. And I feel like sometimes it's very disappointing.
True.
No, for me, there's this time I think in campus or something. Yes, in my second year or that year.
Yeah.
I'm in my communication class and I feel like, and you see now I'm in my third year, Maki, I'm in my third year.
You're almost
I feel like-
graduating.
I feel like, no, I shouldn't be in this career.
Wow.
I'm looking at my cluster points back in high school that were determining which course you would do.
You take,
and I feel like this course can do also pharmacy. I'm like, you know what I did? I called my dad and I tell him, Dad,
Mr. Mwangi.
I'm like, Dad, I think I found the course that I would do.
3
A
years
course that would
later.
fulfill my dream.
Wow.
Can you imagine? That year, communication, I'm done with everything. Did the selective courses.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, no, I think I should be living another career. I think like my cluster points should be in pharmacy.
True.
I take my phone, call my dad, and tell him I want to change my course. You know what my dad did? He just taught me, if you think that is the career that suits you, just get done with the communication one, and then you will proceed to the pharmacy one.
Wow, your dad is a wise man.
I was like, well, let me relax. Maybe it will turn out to be exactly. And I realized that sometimes what we want might not actually be what we want to do in life. It's just maybe you're overthinking. I mean, you just have societal pressure. I don't want to practice even pharmacy. I don't want to even think about anything to do with medicine. So sometimes you find that in careers there is confusion, there's that pressure that you are even not ready for.
And especially the young generation. Anyone graduating from today wanaitwa senior secondary. Watu wa 844 mtaona mengi. So the student graduating from high school or from senior secondary school, they are confused, and sometimes you really feel confused and you want to just take this course, but your points are taking you to this direction, and you feel like you failed in life. You feel like this is not what I should be doing. This is something that I shouldn't be doing. But later on, I tell you things really align with you.
Yes.
And there's a way God tells you, this is where I want you to
direction.
be. This is the direction I want you to take.
Yes.
And sometimes our direction is not the same as God's direction.
Yes.
But later on you realize, wow, I think this was the right direction, or this was the right place I should have gone or should have taken. So I know there's so many people feeling lost, especially in terms of career.
Yes.
And you feel like, I wanted to be a lawyer, now I'm not.
Yes.
I wanted to do this, now I'm not.
Yes.
And as Wambui have said, I don't think there's no one time you sat down and said you just want to be a surgeon. Maybe there's a time ulikaa chini ukasema ama naweza kuwa hata nurse,
lawyer,
I'm a lawyer, I'm a pilot.
The confusion of choosing the right one.
Always there.
Yes.
At some point I wanted to be a pilot. Of course, hii ilikuwa ya kila mtu.
Yes.
Then I shifted to a lawyer.
Yes.
Then shifted to a news anchor. Then later on you are like, wow, hata sijui nitataka kufanya nini.
Yes, you just confused.
Yeah, the confusion is always there.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's okay to feel confused.
Yes, and nobody is ever ready for such things, actually.
True.
For the confusion that, especially in the career, because actually you don't know, I picked this career, will it work for me?
Will it get a job?
Exactly. Will it give me the satisfying life that I want?
Yeah, because there is the money part and the being satisfied part.
Exactly.
So most people are living in the money part, maybe, and they are not happy with their job.
Yes.
And so many people out there are just, because I'm getting paid, let me just do the job.
Yes.
Let me do the job, get paid, go home.
Yes.
But sometimes I think you need to have satisfaction in life, regardless whether you're getting the money or not.
Yes.
I see people volunteering. Someone is just volunteering out there, telling people, this is what I do,
Yes.
this is what I want to help the community, and still not getting money out of it. You see?
Yes.
But the volunteering give you the satisfaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it is not giving you the money, yes, but you're satisfied, you're living a life well satisfied.
The fulfillment.
Yes.
You
fulfillment
feel
it is, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so me, I have something to say. Talking about the money, somewhere I read that we were all not...
saw me. You always read.
I know.
You always read.
Our last episode, she said, I read somewhere. And
Yes.
I'm like, wow, you're challenging us.
Okay.
You read more, Wanjiro.
Yes, we need
thought
to.
that making money would bring them freedom.
Yes.
We shock on them.
Yeah.
Responsibilities. Maybe your mother is relying on you.
Yes.
You are,
Black tax.
Yeah, exactly.
the black
your
tax.
siblings, you need to pay for whole school fees, you do what. So like ni kitu kila mtu like hakuwa ready for. Personally, I was not ready for it.
Yes.
Najiambia when I get that job, I'll be like, I'll have freedom.
Like financial reality doesn't
it.
have a manual.
Yeah,
You don't
it
know
doesn't.
what to do with
You know,
it.
you have bills to pay, you have rent, you have to do what, transport, shopping, you have to send money at home.
Exactly.
And,
Oh, God.
and that is part of the things also we were not ready for. In terms of finances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're earning this money or this amount of money, you are not ready for. You would need to be supporting your parents.
Yes.
You never thought you would.
Yeah,
But
support
now-
your siblings.
Actually, the one who
Yes.
calls you.
Kitambo it was, mom, sina pesa ya sapa, just, and mommy sends. No, it's the other way around.
Reversal of roles.
Yeah, reversal role. We were not ready for that reversal role part.
True, for sure. And I also feel we were never ready for. Nobody ever sat down and told us saving culture, debt management, investments. Such things we were never told. Nobody is ever ready for that.
Especially the saving part.
Yes.
Because you don't know where to invest your money. A sacco, which bank. Maybe you invest in a chama.
Yes.
Like you don't know.
And online teachers
Yes.
are ni wengine. They are there telling you money market.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Yes.
sijui Sacco is not the best investment place.
Banks are not the best.
What if
So
one
you
day-
just wonder, where should I do? Financial literacy is not something that is discussed like in openly, and you are told this should happen.
So
Our
you
teachers,
end up saying, as much as tu nikule hii pesa, nitatafuta ingine next time.
I think our schools should engage more in financial literacy,
I agree.
because the current Generation Z or Z or whatever, are not. There are people who are not saving.
Yeah,
I
they are
have
not.
seen them living
They're
today,
living the
today
present.
and
Today.
today only.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
And
no tomorrow.
The investment part is not part of them.
Yes.
But I think investing, saving,
Yes.
financial management,
Yes.
because people are living in debts.
For sure.
And not, they can't be just at zile za bank, even
Yes.
debt. You and that,
And I also think it's not like people are very ignorant about the issue, because this is something that you interact with every day.
Yes.
I feel like a missing gap in the financial literacy part.
True.
I don't think, because the information is there out,
Yeah.
but on how it is put out to the world, I think it's in a way that is not so elaborate to many people.
People are not even getting
Yes.
the information is there,
Yes.
but there is a confusion somewhere.
Yes.
People
But
are not
also, some
getting.
people are also ignorant. Do you
But
know?
of course,
How can we just
live today and like there's no
Ati
tomorrow.
hakuna kesho.
Yes.
YOLO?
You only live today.
Kesho?
No,
Mungu
you live
atakuja na
today,
another.
tomorrow and
Yeah.
na hiyo mambo ya sijui mtoto akuja na sahani yake. Hakuna. No.
We mlete hiyo sahani.
itakuja lakini ikiwa empty.
Oh yeah, by the way, you have to have some, at least some finances. And that's why we come into a conclusion and say that financial reality is not something that is ever spoken to us like in open
True.
and in white and blacks. They say that.
Yeah.
So me way to they say that.
Finances is something people are not even talking about. Even at home, I rarely had my parents talk about finances.
Yeah.
Yes.
I never had them tell me.
No forget ya.
No,
Wakikuyu.
na range.
Yes.
The exercise karibu tunaenda sijui the what.
Yes.
And people are saying, oh, hakuna pesa, inflation, sijui what.
The
As in,
economy.
economy ni mbaya lakini watu wana make pesa. You see,
Yes.
things we are not ready for in terms of finances. And before we conclude there's something about things we are not ready for in terms of marriage and
Relationship,
relationship
Yes.
and dating. So tell me, Wanjiro,
Yes.
did your mom ever talk to you about dating and relationship?
Not really. Not at any
Me
single
too.
moment.
Ati sit down and educate you about this type of man, look for, oh God.
These are the things that you learn in process.
Yeah.
On site.
And I
Experience.
was looking at it from this perspective. We will raise daughters. We are living with our sister, our younger sisters.
Yes.
And now we are the big sister. We are taking the big sister role.
Yes.
Or even the brother, our young brother. We were not told about dating, about relationships.
Yes.
And it was bad. Actually, it was a taboo for me as a lady to be seen by my mom standing with a man somewhere.
A gentleman.
In the village.
A gentleman in the village. Oh God.
Actually, it's not even your mom will see you.
My
Yes.
your
Your
boy's
mother's
mother.
Before even you get home, ashajua your story.
Yeah.
the information.
Unampata akiwa anakaa moto and they're like, ulikuwa umesimama na kina nani?
Aki.
Mlikuwa mnaongea nini? You see, we were not ready. And now we are
Yes.
we are 30,
Yes.
we are 35, they want us to get married.
Yeah, they are pushing you to, you don't have hujaniletea mtu.
And by the way,
Don't have a
let us
kid.
just be honest, even right now when you're at 35, 32, I'm at 30, they don't want even to speak about it. They
Yeah.
still not find it comfortable to speak about that issue.
Wanakuongelesha huku chini ya meza.
Yes.
Oh, korato dahera modore.
Jota sahi hawezi ongea, maybe they feel like kinda like heri ningemwambia kitambo.
Yeah.
Sasa yako that already.
Yes.
Yeah, what do I say about it? So we were not ready about this dating pool.
Yes.
And it's so huge in such a way that the man you choose, you choose them for the rest of your life. You stay with them for the rest of your life.
Yes.
They'll be the father of your kids.
Yes.
They'll be an example to your children. They'll be the provider, the protector, the financer. And now you're looking at things and like, I wasn't told about dating, about family. We saw our families thriving.
Yes.
But we even don't know how they did it.
Yes.
How did our parents make it to 30 years in marriage? How did they do it?
How did they solve conflicts?
Yeah.
Because obviously they used to
Conflicts
fight,
are there.
argue.
And conflicts are always there, as Omboya said. And there's no way they tell us this is how you solve conflicts.
Yes.
Or this is how you call each other. You don't shout at each other.
Yes.
I don't remember in one day I found my mom and my dad shouting at each other. I can't even remember.
Same to me.
That means we've
I
been
don't-
raised in really good
We are
families.
raised right. The bad habits you see from us
Yeah,
is always a kujitafutia. Yes.
We picked them from the street.
Yes, it's for sure.
And that is something we are not ready for. Marriage and relationship and dating.
Tied to that, nobody even ever speak to us about the age limit. How should we behave? And actually, when we get to that limit of maybe getting married or even getting courtship, getting a partner that you would say, this is my partner, Apart from nowadays, I see there's those the premarital classes as Jerry puts them out.
Let me pull the chair.
I feel like it's not so open.
Yeah.
It's
Actually, I know
from experience.
from experience, I've gone through that premarital counseling. No one tells you in black and white.
Yes,
Hakuna ati
yes.
black and white. Oh, this is what you should do. You know what the gospel is? Submit to your husband. Husband, love your wife.
Simple.
Definitely.
As the Bible says.
What is the end to submission?
And if you were to dig deeper, you would notice that also our parents were taught the same.
Yeah.
So it's like a
Something like-
culture.
Kitabu ni ile ya kitambo.
Yes.
You know, we are just reading from the old syllabus.
Yes.
From the old syllabus. They tell you to submit, but not to what limit. You know, submission.
Yes.
Should have a certain
Sijui kama
limit.
iko na limit. You guys tell us in the comment section. Iko na limit.
Yeah.
And they tell you, men, love your wives. To what extent? I know love is unconditional. Does not know any wrong.
It's not
Yes.
It is not proud.
It's kind.
It's calm.
It's humble.
But unakasirika na unakosa kuwa calm.
Unapata umemshauri godha.
Nipige
Nikurudishe kwenye.
Yes.
Oh Lord,
We were not ready for
no
such
one
things.
talks to us about such things which are very important in our lives.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you can love someone deeply, but you are not compatible.
Exactly.
Like you're not
Compatibility,
aligned.
true.
You have different values, you have different life goals. Like here, nataka kwenda hivi, nataka kwenda hivi. So as long as you, as much as you love him or her,
You are
We are not even told about the negotiables that we
yeah, and the non-negotiables.
wow,
Would
yeah. No
accommodate.
one talks to us about such things.
Yes.
Expectations versus reality. And let me take you back to the part of marriage. I know so many people and the young women have this analogy that marriage should look like.
Yes.
Oh, mimi nikiolewa, we will do this, we will do this.
Yeah.
I will raise my child like this.
I'll take them to this school.
Be
We'll
going on
out.
vacation.
It doesn't turn out to be that way all the time.
But, well, some people have them all.
Yes.
There's a song, some people have it all, and it's okay, and
Yes.
that is really dope to have it all. But sometimes it's not always like that. Yeah,
It's not a bed of roses.
no one prepares you to adulting and these things. No one prepares you to these things.
Yeah.
And it is important we prepare our viewers and tell
Yes.
them. You have to look at the other side of the coin.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have to look
definitely.
at things from a different perspective.
Yes.
You have to take things from a different level. If it is marriage, finances, if it is education, career, you have to look at things from all
Finances.
All
from
angles.
all angles.
I also find another thing that I was not ready for, Jerry and Wamboi, it's emotional and mental growth.
Wow. Yeah.
Nobody sits and actually even stand, nobody sit or even stand and tell you about emotional stress that people are going through.
True.
You see, at the age of 20, teen life, and even 30, you're still figuring out life.
Yeah.
You don't know what life will turn out to be. You don't know what is expected. In between, there's emotional torture, emotional stress, because of the things zenye tumesema kama career confusion. So you find that at this age, nobody is there to speak it out to you like so openly.
I don't know whether it's all of us, but I remember when I graduated campus, Kenyatta University alumni.
An alma mater of Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
They must be very proud of you. You shouted them out.
So and when I graduated, I stayed for quite some time without a job. Quite some time. And in terms of no one prepares you for that period of time where you don't have a job. Everyone looks at you like Sulienda Shule. Wamboi,
You should
you
have a job.
graduated.
Yeah.
Graduation
You have
certificate. You have a certificate. And now no one prepares you to a landing of a job you get.
Yes.
Because now that you don't have a job, you have a certificate. Now
Uko
utakuwa
kwa period ya frictional unemployment.
yeah, and people will be there telling you, especially in the village, Wamboi, you graduated.
Yes.
Wamboi, you told us you got a first class.
Yeah.
Kwanza
Second
first class.
Mimi ni wa
Second
second
class,
class hapa.
Me too.
Akinwa na ukasema mbele ya
Yeah,
watu.
mbele ya watu.
Ehe.
And people are looking at you like, so you ulienda shule, now so you get a job.
Yes, you should.
You should have a job,
Yes.
Wanjiro. You should have a job.
Yes.
What are you doing at home? And your parents also look at you from this. And if your parents are not accommodating well enough,
Yes,
you might find yourself in depression.
definitely.
Because you will wonder, I really did well in school. I went to a really nice school. Like I
Yes.
said, I did this. What is
Why am I not
happening?
getting
My
a job?
efforts are not
Yeah.
transitioning to something very successful.
And there's that period of your life where you don't have a job, you don't have any leads.
Yes.
You're
yeah.
dropping CVs here and there.
Yes.
No one is picking you, tamaki.
That reminds me, nimecheka kwa sababu it's an experience that I've had. My friend used to, there's a time hata sisi we suffered from that. We used to apply every email tunaona, if this can sweet us, every job sorry that can sweet us.
Hata sasa unaanza kuloa your
So my friend would always call me na ananiambia umepata, you regret.
Oh, I hope this email finds you
Yes.
well.
But I regret to inform you.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I did not qualify.
Hata I think ndio maana
It's tough.
Gmail zetu zinaja.
For sure. Because we have tried.
We have applied the jobs. We have tarmacked.
Yes.
But let me tell you, no one prepares you to that kind of trauma.
Yes.
That torment, that torture.
Yes.
And I think the education system right now is training children, or let me not call them children, is training the people in school that self-employment is something that you should do.
Yeah, you
A
should.
skill is something that you should
Yeah. Have a
prioritize.
skill. I always tell people, have a skill.
Definitely.
Something that you can even graduate it to making money.
Yes.
A skill you can use to make money.
Yes.
Always have a skill. And in terms of a skill, something that nowadays there's AI.
Yes.
Things that you can even train yourself. You don't even have to go to school. You see?
I also think even things that people can do hands-on.
Yeah,
Like
some
crafting,
and
sewing.
crochet.
People do very
like
good arts.
I've seen people do
Yes.
arts and
Yes.
it's dope.
For
Spain,
sure.
and it's
Also,
Spain.
content creation.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah.
Just a good fun. You create content, do something.
Not after mic, tripod.
Like the people who utilize that opportunity till your COVID.
Yeah.
Like now they are
Yeah.
Flourishing. Yeah.
Tap the screen, hook
Oh, yeah.
here and there.
Yes. After ring lights.
Simu mzuri.
Yes.
Yeah, no one prepares you to those things, Wanjiro. No one.
For sure.
No one.
The emotional stress that comes with the teen life,
Yeah.
the Gen Z life hapo watu wanasijui nitaidescribe aje, the hapo 18
18
to
to-
30s,
Yeah.
35s.
And you're still figuring
So
life out.
crazy. Yes.
And no one is telling you which way to go because no one knows which way to go. And no one wants to admit they
Yes.
don't know where to go.
And amazingly, you know, a blind person cannot lead another blind person.
True.
So it becomes a whole torture, a roller coaster of everything.
Yeah.
I feel like life sometimes can be not so unfortunate. And that time is when now you suffer the emotional stress that you are not even ready for.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to navigate about after that.
Yeah.
I also feel changing friendship. This is a topic that we discussed
Yeah.
earlier on the
About
previous episode. We talked about changing relationships and friendship. We are outgrowing one another.
Yeah.
Sometimes even fallouts happen.
Yeah.
And that is something that people are never ready for. This is a topic people always avoid.
True.
I don't know for what reason, but I feel like it's a topic that we should not assume because it's something that is happening in our daily lives.
Fallouts and sometimes people say umeni cut off.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Umepata kazi.
Yes.
Umeolewa, umeoa.
Umenikato.
Life
Lakini
is
kama
already
cut off.
complicated.
Yes. We're just trying to do life.
And everyone is just trying to figure out life.
Yes.
And no one is ready to say these things. People are trying to figure out life. And no one wants to admit they don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
So you feel, because now Wanjiro was my friend when we were in high school together, now that I've gone and graduated to campus, I no longer find Wanjiro not important. That is
Yes.
a bad word to say, but it's true.
We are not in tabs because we
Yeah.
don't have now something that is bringing us
Together.
together.
When you said last time acquaintances, we are
Yes.
not even friends.
Yes.
Sometimes it's because we've been
Common
in a
grounds.
Yeah, common ground. And as you said, Wanjiro, something about friendship. I think when we were growing up, we were not taught about friendship.
Yes.
And sometimes you think you're a bad friend, or sometimes you think you don't know how to make friends.
Yes.
Not because you're a bad person, it's because things have happened. Some people have gone through phases. You know, I read a meme somewhere, which is something that shouldn't be said loud.
Yes.
Yani mimi naona my campus ama my high school classmates washakuwa widow. And I'm like,
Oh God. I don't know what we are.
Another thing that no one talks to us about, or we were not ready for, is about grief and loss.
Yes.
And
Okay. I think it's because we don't know, we don't have the right words to tell people, because you cannot tell a person who has lost someone that it will be well.
Yes. It shall never be well.
Yeah, and things will never be the same.
Yes.
So about grief and loss and how to handle these things, no one prepared us. No one prepared anyone for those kind of things.
And I also think, Jerry,
Yes.
it feels like a taboo. It has always felt like a taboo to talk about such things.
True.
I don't know why I feel so. Even if you feel like going for therapy because of loss or something.
You're seen as kwani
a weak person.
Yeah, a weak person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think today's topic is so moving and so interesting.
Wow.
We'll have to have this conversation going on and on. Even in the comments, we'd like to see
in
our
social
viewers
medias,
and our listeners telling us what are these things that you were never ready for,
Yeah.
things that you were not taught. And I also would love to give you a chance to give us a parting shot about the whole topic, because it is a wide topic, a very interesting topic. I would like to hear your view.
So for me, the parting shots, like from the things we've discussed about, there are a lot of things that we were not ready for. A lot of things: finances, love, relationship, dating, friendship. So it's upon us, like to make an effort of maybe unlearning things that we didn't learn, learning new things, so that in future, because we are still young, and also we mentor our siblings who are younger than us, so that they can be ready for the things that we were not ready for. That's my parting shots.
Perfect.
Wow. And I love that about caring about our future generation. And for me, I would tell anyone lost, because people are lost in different ways, in terms of career, in terms of life in general.
Yes.
It's okay to be lost.
Yes.
It's okay to feel like you've been left out.
Yes.
But what you do after that is what is important. Dust yourself off, wake up, and learn things, as Wamboy have said. Get to training, get a skill, as we talked about. Learn things, learn new stuff, interact with different type of people. You know, different people know different stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah,
sure.
just get yourself, inform yourself about different things. And I think once we get there, we will have a generation that doesn't have traumas.
Yeah.
It's very informed.
A generation that is not scared of speaking their mind.
Yes.
A generation that is not scared of telling someone what should be done. And I've been here and I went out of this place. Listen to motivational speakers. Just interact and have a time of knowing yourself. Because when you know yourself, people will not attack you from things you don't know.
Interesting to hear your great thoughts.
Yeah.
And myself, this is what I have to say, even to our listeners and to you, my beautiful co-host, that adulting has no manual. Even the successful people are still learning in the process. Growth is common, and so is failure. Choose where you want to be. And also, success has no limitation. Choose success. For anything, choose success. And adulthood has no manual. Remember that. It's a learning process. That said, my beautiful name is Wanjiro Mangi. I have hosted this episode 3. The episode will be graced on your screens every Thursday. That is on YouTube. And in our other socials, TikTok, Instagram, and also we are in Facebook. There will be constant engagement. Till next time, we love your people.
Bye.
Bye.